Hello and welcome to Pyramid Edutech. This is our sixth lecture of our CSS series. We already have seen a lot of things. Now in today's class, we're going to understand something about positions. Okay. So in CSS, what position mean? So there are four types of positions. I just write. First is your absolute. Okay. Second is your relative. Third is your fixed. Fourth is your static, or you can say sticky. By default it is static. Okay, if you don't do anything it is static, but if you want to play with the positions you can use absolute, relative, fixed and sticky. So we will understand each and every term one by one. So let me create something in body, then we will apply some CSS in it. So I am directly writing something called dot box for class. For ID I am writing box with dollar. Okay, and I'm giving something called box dash dollar again, and I want, let's go with 4 boxes. Okay, so this is just an emmet abbreviation. You can see you can write it manually if you not understand this, but this is just okay. I just show you. This is dot box represents class, box and dollar represents number 1 2 3 4. Already I have seen box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, and I am creating 4 boxes. Okay, I am creating 4 boxes. You can see box class can be same, but ID can be, ID has to be unique. So box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, and same box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. So I have created 4 box, and if I save this and if I run this, I just have to come here. Okay, instead of 5, we already have seen our lecture 5. If you haven't watched all those series for now, just go and watch those. Okay, so now you can see box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. So I'm going to create all these boxes. So for that I'll give some styling to it. So let's go in head part and give some styles to it. So I'm writing something called dot box because I want to apply all CSS in all of them. Okay, so in box, let me go with some border. How much border I should give? Let me go here and write something called 2 pixels solid red or solid black, whatever you want you can give it by yourself. Okay, it's my habit of writing solid red. Alright, I have given the border. Let's go with a width of 150 pixels. Currently we are dealing with pixels, later we will deal with percentage and rem, whatever you want. Height I also want to give 150 only. I'm just creating a square box of 150 and 150. Margin I want to give 2 pixels so that they are separated little bit. Yeah, they are separated from each other for a little bit. Something new I will want to talk you about. First let me create this thing. Okay, so now if I come here, you can see 4 boxes are there. Yeah, I know this is a little big, but you will understand. So I want to tell you what I want to say is, it is taking the whole bunch of space. You can see that. So this is by default, this is block element. This is block element. So what I can write, if see, I can write something called display. So by default it is block, but if I write something called inline block and if I save this, you will see that it's coming one side to other. Okay, I guess I just small the size. Yeah, so now all 4 boxes fit here. So now you can see that it is taking only this much of space. So you can play with this display also. Display you can write inline block, display you can write inline block, display. There are flex, grid also. There are too many things. By some next classes you understand about display things. But if you want to play, okay, you just write something called display. You just hit colon, and you can see all the elements: flex, grid, inline block, Ruby, whatever, table, whatever. You just, if you have any doubt, you just go on there. Okay, wait, inline block. Okay, so you just go on the documentation or you can refer from Google and just gonna play with that. Okay, so for now I'm just writing inline block. So you understood that why I have written inline block, because it's a block element, and now I'm making it inline. So everything comes in side by side. So you can see here 4 boxes I have, box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna see all these positions. Okay, we can understand about all these positions. So let me come here and write something called, first let me write something called we start with relative position. Okay, so when we talk about something called relative, okay, let me write something called uh, how many boxes we have? Box 3. Okay, so I just go with box 3. Okay, so why I'm writing hash? Because we are dealing with ID. I'm targeting only this box. That's why ID is important. ID can be used for targeting the elements. I'm targeting only the box 3 element. You can target box 2, box 1, box 4. It depends upon you. Okay, so let's deal with position relative first. So if I write something called position, you can see position, absolute, fixed, relative, stacking, sticky. We already have seen all these things. Means the name we have seen. By default it is static. Whatever you are seeing, it's static. So I'm now writing something called relative. So when you talk about position relative, it is relative to its normal position. Okay, what I mean by normal position, I do it when then you will understand. If I write something called top, let's go with 20 to 33 pixels, I guess 33 pixels, and from left I go with something called 34 pixels, I don't know. Okay, if I save this for now and if I come here, now you can see that box 3 is moving from its normal position. You can see that the normal position was this one, and it's moving from this position, it is moving from this one. Okay, now if you want to see all these things, you directly can come here, you can inspect this, and you can click on this, and you just come here and you play with this. Okay, you can see if I increase this, it will move to left. Okay, and if I decrease this or increase this, it's gonna see, you can see that it is moving upward and downward. If you give negative, it will move upward. So you can see that when you given position relative, what happens? The thing happen is that it is moving, just wait a minute. Okay, so you can see that it is moving from its normal position. You can see that the normal position earlier was this, now it is moving from this normal position. So when we talk about something called position relative to its normal position. I hope this is clear. So now same thing, I just copy paste down this thing and I comment this value for now. I think relative is clear for now. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. All right. So now let's talk about something called after relative. Let's talk about something called absolute. Okay, so it is absolute to its parent position. Okay, absolute. Okay, it's from its parent position. I just tell you what it is. If I write absolute in this, okay, I'm not changing anything, I'm just writing absolute. Now if I come here, you can see that the box 3 is moving from this place to this place, top and left. So who is the parent of all this? The main div. Okay, I'll just tell you the main div, I just put it all in a container, or just understand the body is the main div. Okay, body is the parent of all this div. So body is starting, just understand that body is starting from this place. Okay, so it is moving from body. Okay, from just understand that from its parent it is moving or it is shifting. So because the body is the main container, so body from body it is moving like this. Okay, if I put something called suppose I put another box here. Okay, if I put another just like I just show you dot container. Okay, if I write something called dot container and I put everything in that dot container. Okay, I just cut all these things for now and just put everything here. Okay, and inside this dot container, let me write something called dot container. All right, let's go with the width of ATVH, VW, I guess. Don't worry about this. You will understand when time comes. You will understand what I'm writing. Okay, margin, I guess auto. Okay. Okay. Now you can see that still it is moving from this position. Okay. I don't want to confuse you for now. Leave it. Just okay. Just understand that it is relative. Okay. It is taking from its parent. Okay. It is moving from its parent. By time you will understand. When you start coding, when you write codes, you will understand. By times you will understand. Directly you won't understand. If you write some codes and do some stuff, you will understand one by one. Okay. So for now, just understand that when you talk about relative, it is relative to its own position, or okay, and when you talk about absolute, it is absolute to its parent position. Alright, so leave this for now. So let's talk about the third thing. Okay, let's talk about something called, I just comment this volume. Achha, before commenting this, I just copy this down. Alright, so now let's talk about, we already have seen all those two things. The third thing, which is called position sticky. Okay, so position sticky, or let's go with position fixed first. Okay, because I have written fixed here. Okay, alright, so if I write something called position fixed here, okay, and for position fixed I write something called right here, so that you can understand. Okay, and I write something called bottom here. Okay, 34 is more than enough. I guess 14 is enough. So if I write something called right 33 and bottom 4 pixels, okay, and if I come here, now you can see that from right it is fixed here. Okay, so how would you understand it is fixed? So let me do some box something here. Okay, I just copy this value for now. Okay, and I take this down, and what I should do is I should create a lot of boxes. Now you can see that if I'm moving up and down, you can see this. Just watch this box 3 for now, and you can see that it is fixed. It is fixed in its position. You can create a chat box. Okay, you remember chat box? When we create chat box, if I write something instead of box 3, I can write something called chat with us. Chat applications. In chat applications, this position is fixed, always fixed here. Even though you scroll down or scroll up, this position is fixed, and you can chat. All those chat applications are working in here. So this is how you can work with this. Okay, you can see that if I am scrolling down, it is fixed there. A sticky is used generally for the nav bars. You will see. You will understand about the nav bars. Means you have seen a website. Okay, when I come here, I just write this. Okay, when you will see that when I scroll this down, you can see about this nav bar. This nav bar is fixed above. Here it is fixed. So even if I scroll down or scroll up, it is fixed. So this is for position sticky. Okay, so let me remove all these pages for now. Okay, so you understand about the fixed. Now we talk about something called sticky. So I just copy this down, and I just comment this for now. Let's talk about something called position sticky. So position sticky, I remove all these things, and I simply write something called top. Let's go with 3 pixels. Okay, if I save this and if I come here, you can see that. Okay, let me remove all this for now. We don't want to mess all these things. Okay. Yeah, so I save this. Now if I come here, you can see that box 3 is there. Okay, I guess I don't have to delete this, so that I can show you. Okay, now you can see that chat with us, this box. Okay, you can see that it is fixed. Even though I am scrolling down, you can see that this is fixed. The nav bar, remember the nav bar position is sticky, that's fixed. Okay, even though you scroll down, that position is fixed. Okay, so if I scroll it down, you will see that thing. Okay, so that's the thing with position sticky. If you apply something called position sticky, it will stick with that. So I hope it is clear for you now. So this is all about, okay, I'll just leave this. So this is all about your positions, CSS positions. We already talked about absolute, relative, fixed and sticky. So I'm just write absolute. So we already have seen absolute, it is taking from your parent position, okay, and relative from itself, okay, it is relative to itself. Fixed, we already have seen that fixed as chat applications or bottom, we have fixed that it is fixed at a position, fixed at positions. And sticky is similar to fixed, okay, sticky is also similar to fixed. There are differences, but it's kind of similar to fixed, okay, means in fixed also we are fixing that position, sticky also we stick out this. There are little bit of difference that if you want to know about more about all these things, you just refer to the documentation and read about this, but generally you use fixed and sticky working the same way, okay. If you want to go in deep inside it, you just refer the documentation. So this is all about your position sticky positions in CSS. So let's move about something called G index. Okay, that's not a big topic. I'm just covering it out in this portion only. So let's talk about something called G index. Okay, so what is G index? For this I just remove all these things for now. Yeah, that looks fine. So G index is somewhat just make you understand what is a G index. So when we talk about something called G index helps you in getting anything. Suppose if anything hiding behind you, if you want to get above all those things, you can use G index. I do write some quotes, then you will understand what I am talking about. So I am creating that 4 box. Okay, we already have seen that. So simply I am writing dot box, same thing, and I am writing hash. You have to understand about the emit abbreviation. If you won't understand, you just practice it out. Okay, if you practice it out, you will understand, okay, what things are going on there. So I am writing dot box, hash box, and in this I am writing dollar. Okay, dollar represents 1 2 3 4, the counting numbers. Okay, and inside this I am writing again box and again dollars. Okay, and I am creating total of 4 boxes. Okay, I am creating total of 4 boxes. So now you can see that box 1, box 2, 4 boxes are there, the similar thing that we already have done that. Okay, so now again I am doing dot box. Okay, I am writing this again because I want you to understand. If you want, means you do it by yourself. Okay, let me do it first. Okay, width I go with 130 pixels. Okay, height also I want to go with 130 pixels. I'm creating again a square box. We already have seen that. Border. Okay, this time I'm giving a black border. So 2 pixels solid black. All right, so now what will happen here is there are 4 boxes. Okay, so this much things is clear for now. So let me, okay, I just created 100. I don't want big boxes for now. Okay, and let me come here. Yeah, and I just small the screen size. So that all 4 boxes fit in this. Okay, you can see all these 4 boxes in there. So you can give a margin also if you want some gaps in this. So I just give margin of 3 pixels. Okay, it's just for, okay, now you can see that there are gaps between them. So now what I can do is I can simply write, okay, I write some CSS for this. I'm going into box 1. Okay, I'm just going into the box 1 part. I'm writing hash box 1, we already have no. So I just write something called background color for this. Okay, I'm writing background color of red. for this. Okay, and for all 4 boxes, let me give some colors, some background colors for this. So here box 2, here box 3, here box 4. So let me give some other color. Instead of red, I am just giving something green here. Green, let's go with blue. That depends upon you, what colors you want to give. That depends upon you. Okay, if I save this, now if I come here, you can see 4 different colors. Box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, all getting different colors, different variety of colors. Now what I should do is, I should write something called visibility hidden here. Visibility and something called hidden. So now see what happens. First you can see all 4 boxes. Now if I write something called visibility hidden, and if I save this, now you can see that the box 2, it is taking the space, but the visibility is hidden here, means the visibility is gone. Okay, so if you want that your data, okay, if you want to hide your data, you don't want to see you want to show something, you just write visibility hidden. It will hide your data or hide your things that you want to hide. All right, so second thing that comes to your mind, what if I want this space also? I want that, okay, I want to hide this box, but I want that this space is also, I want to grab this space also. So for this, you simply write, instead of visibility hidden, you write something called display none. Okay, if I write something called display none, now you can see that, yeah, you can see that you can grab that space too. So for grabbing that space, you have to write something called display none, and if you want only your visibility to be hidden, you just write visibility hidden. Okay, now okay, let me comment this value for now. So now you understood about visibility. Now we talk about something called G index. Okay, so for this I should write, okay, for this I just come here and I should write something called position relative. Okay, in box 1 I am writing position relative, and from top I want something called, let's go with from top, let's go with 50 pixels or 32, whatever pixels you want to give, 50 pixels. So let me show you what happens here. You can see from top it is hiding, okay, you can see box, but now you can see that box 1 is overlapping this box 2. You can see that box 2 is overlapping by a box 1. So what I want, that my box 2 should come above box 1. Okay, so for this, by default G index is 1. So if you want that some data, I want my box 2 to come above, I simply write something called G index in this, G index, and I write something called 2. And if I save this and if I come here, you can see that, okay, wait, just a minute, no, not here, okay, I am writing G index 2, and I am writing something called G index. Okay, I am writing something called G index of something called 1 here. Okay, now you can see that why it's not working. Just a minute, guys. I think it is not working. Position, oh sorry, I haven't given the position here. Okay, position relative, that's what I thought, why it is not working. Okay, now it will work. Okay, so now if I remove this for now, and if I come here, now you can see that yeah, it's working for now. So now you can see that box 2 is coming above box 1. Okay, because I have given position relative, so I also have to give the relative now, because I am moving relative to it now. That's why it's not working. So now you can see that box 1, okay, earlier it was hiding, now you can see that I have given, okay, I just remove this value for now. So now I can see that, you can see that I have given G index of 2, means it's getting a G index more than this. So for getting anything above anything, you just write G index more than that value. Okay. So if I write something called G index, I just show you something called, if I write G index of suppose 10 here. Okay. Now you will see that box 1 again get above. So for getting box 1, okay, box 2 above box 1, you have to give more G index than this. This is taking G index of 10, so you have to write G index of more than 10. So if I write 12, you can see again box 2 will come above box 1. So this is how G index work. So I hope you understand about all the concepts about relative position, G index, visibility hidden or display none, all of the things you have understood. So just practice it out, and if you have any doubt, just comment me down, and you can ask your doubts in live classes also. Hope you like the video, and see you next time.